Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will discuss structure activity relationship of mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid is a drug that belongs to, according to the structural relationship, to anthranilic acid derivative. And anthranilic acid group contain benzene ring and carboxylic group and adjacent to amino group. So it is also anthranilic acid is also called aminobenzoic acid, and that aminobenzoic acid, when it is linked with xylene linkage, then it forms mefenamic acid. So structurally, or according to IUPAC system of naming, it is named because two rings are present, that is named 2,3-dimethyl phenyl group, that is phenyl group, that is amino group, and that whole group is benzoic acid. If you bifurcate it, that group is aminobenzoic acid, or you can say it anthranilic acid. Structure of mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid. As I told you, the name of the structure, the name of the compound is hidden in the name. Me, methyl group, Fe, phenyl group, Am, amine, acid means, ic acid means benzoic acid. So the structure of mefenamic acid, that is carboxylic group, that is benzoic acid, that is NH, that linkage is called aminobenzoic acid or anthranilic acid. Aminobenzoic acid or anthranilic acid. When it is combined with, that is NH2, when it is combined with dimethylbenzene or xylene, that structure is called xylene. When xylene combines with aminobenzoic acid, together they combine to form mefenamic acid. What is mefenamic acid? Mefenamic acid is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug used to treat pain. That drug is used to treat pain, and it is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. It is typically prescribed for oral administration. Pharmacodynamics of mefenamic acid is that it is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug that exhibits anti-inflammatory, analgesic, and antipyretic activities in animal models. The mechanism of action of mefenamic acid, like that of other NSAID, is not completely understood, but may be related to prostaglandin inhibition first, or it acts on prostaglandin receptors. So it acts in a dual way to inhibit the pain perception. Pharmacokinetics. Absorption usually reaches peak plasma level 2 to 4 hours after oral administration with a half-life of 2 hours. So after administration, it reaches to its half level within 2 hours. Distribution. Mefenamic acid and its metabolites are firmly bound to plasma proteins, so they are unavailable to show its therapeutic effect. Action and metabolism. Mefenamic acid has demonstrated analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and antipyretic properties, but mostly it is used as analgesic. Having dental pain, you can use mefenamic acid as analgesic. Antipyretic properties in human clinical studies and in classical animal test system. These effects may be due to indual action on prostaglandin, as I already told you that it not only inhibits prostaglandin synthesis, but it also inhibits at receptor sites prostaglandin action at the receptor site. These effects may be due to its dual action on prostaglandins It inhibits the enzymes of prostaglandin synthesis and also antagonizes or inhibits or blocks the action of prostaglandin at the receptor site. These are the dual action performed by mefenamic acid on the prostaglandin and prostaglandin receptor. These effects may also be responsible for its effectiveness in the treatment of primary dysmenorrhea. Mefenamic acid metabolism is predominantly mediated or regulated by or via cytochrome P450, cytochrome P2C9 in the liver. These are the two enzymes which predominantly regulate the mefenamic acid metabolism. Patients who are known or suspected to be poor cytochrome P2C9 metabolizer should be administered mefenamic acid with caution, as they may have abnormally high plasma level due to reduced metabolic clearance. That's why it is used with utmost care in patients having poor cytochrome P2C9 metabolizer. Metabolism 1 converts mefenamic acid into 3-hydroxymethyl mefenamic acid, and in metabolism 2 the mefenamic acid is converted into 3-carboxy mefenamic acid. Elimination. Following a single dose, 67% of the total dose is excreted in the urine as unchained drug, as it is. So for example, mefenamic acid is administered as it is excreted in the urine. Or one of the two metabolites which I have previously told that one is 3-hydroxymethyl mefenamic acid and second one is 3-carboxy mefenamic acid. 20 to 25% of the dose is excreted in the feces during the first 3 days. Dosage and administration. Dysmenorrhea, that is a problem of female, and usually it is controlled or it is administered in dysmenorrhea 3 times daily from the onset of pain and continued for the usual duration of pain, that is menstrual pain. 500 mg is administered 3 times daily for dysmenorrhea. Menorrhagia, 500 mg 3 times daily therapy should not be continued for more than 7 days except on the advice of a physician. Other indications, 500 mg 3 times daily you can use mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid is used for the treatment of primary dysmenorrhea, inflammation and fever, soft tissue and dental pain. Mefenamic acid is an NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, treat the symptoms of pain, inflammation. They do not treat the diseases that cause those symptoms. Dental pain or soft tissue, 500 mg 3 times daily should be administered if somebody is having dental pain or soft tissue or gum problem. Children, 250 mg 3 times daily can be administered for a children, not recommended for children under 14 years of age. Food before and after should be taken with food, and avoid taking it without food. As I told you, that is amino benzoic acid or anthracinic acid, when it is attached with xylene or dimethylbenzene, that is called mefenamic acid. Another derivative of mefenamic acid is that is acetyl salicylic acid. Third one is meclofenamic acid. Meclofenamic acid. That is both Cl are present adjacent to amino group, that Cl is present on right side and that the Cl is present on the left side, and at third position there is presence of methyl group, that is called me-clo, and that linkage whole is called phenamic acid. Methyl clo dichloro group, and that whole linkage is called phenamic acid, and that linkage I already told you anthranilic acid or aminobenzoic acid. And the further structure you can synthesize. Phenamic acid also contain aminobenzoic acid linkage, and trifluoromethyl group is attached. That is at third position. That is 1, 2, 3. That is CF3. That is called trifluoromethyl. That is called fluphenamic acid. Phenamic acid. That is called trifluoromethyl, and that whole structure is called, I already told you, phenamic acid and trifluoromethyl together combined fluphenamic acid. That is the structure of anthranilic acid, COOH and H, and when Cl group is attached at the second position, that is called clophenamic acid. That whole linkage is called phenamic acid linkage, phenamic acid linkage, and chlorine is attached, so it is called clophenamic acid. The difference between clophenamic acid and meclophenamic acid: in meclophenamic acid, two chlorides are present adjacent to amino linkage Cl. One is at the right side and other is at the left side, and at third position methyl group is present. In clophenamic acid, only one chloride is present at the two position. Derivatives. This is the structure of mefenamic acid. That is mefenamic acid. That linkage is called anthranilic acid or aminobenzoic acid. Aminobenzoic acid. And that linkage is called xylene. Xylene, benzene containing two methyl group on adjacent position is called xylene. That is called acetyl salicylic acid. These are derivatives of mefenamic acid. Acetyl group, salicylic acid group. That OH and that carboxylic group makes salicylic acid, and that group is acetyl group. That group is meclophenamic acid. That is anthranilic acid or aminobenzoic acid. That is methyl group, and that is two dichloro group are present in meclophenamic acid. That is fluphenamic acid. Fluphenamic acid is formed from tetrafluoromethane. When it reacts with phenamic acid, it forms fluphenamic acid. One of the H is removed from phenamic acid, and F is removed, fluoride is removed from tetrafluoromethane, and HF is formed as a byproduct. So fluphenamic acid formed. There is presence of trifluoromethane attached to phenamic acid. That is fluphenamic acid. This is clophenamic acid. That linkage whole is called, with excluding chlorine, is called phenamic acid linkage. Phenamic acid. And when chlorine is added, that is called clophenamic acid. That linkage is called aminobenzoic acid or anthranilic acid. When phenyl group is attached, that is called phenamic acid. And then when chlorine is attached, that is called clophenamic acid. Clophenamic acid. Fluphenamic acid contain two rings, and at three position trifluoro, that is 1, 2, 3 trifluoromethyl group is attached. Phenyl, that is phenyl. Aminobenzoic acid, I told you, that is amino, that is benzoic acid, or that is anthranilic acid. And when phenyl group is attached, that is called phenamic acid, and when CF3 is added, that is called trifluoromethyl phenamic acid or phenyl aminobenzoic acid. It is used as anti-inflammatory. Synthesis of Mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid can be synthesized by reacting aminoxylene or dimethyl aminobenzene, that is called NH2 amino group, that is CH3. When two CH3 group are present in benzene ring, that is called xylene. So that is aminoxylene or dimethyl aminobenzene. When it is reacted with chlorobenzoic acid, one of the chlorine will be removed from the benzene ring, proton will be removed from the amino group of the aminoxylene, and chlorine will be removed from the chlorobenzoic acid. HCl will be formed as a byproduct, and your new structure formed will be CH3 NH, that is called mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid. Second synthesis of flufenamic acid occur when chlorobenzoic acid is reacted with amino trifluoromethylbenzene. When you react NH2CF3, that is called trifluoromethyl aniline or trifluoromethyl aminobenzene, when it is reacted with chlorobenzoic acid, Cl will be removed from chlorobenzoic acid, and a proton will be removed from the amino or trifluoromethyl aniline or aminobenzene. Proton will be removed from that amino group. HCl will be formed as a byproduct, and your new structure formed will be CF3, that is NH, that is due to the presence of CF3, that is called fluorine. Flu means fluorine, and that whole structure is called phenamic acid, flufenamic acid. So these are the derivatives synthesized from mefenamic acid. This is mefenamic acid is synthesized from chlorobenzoic acid and aminoxylene, or you can say amino dimethylbenzene. That is amino, that is xylene, and you can say it amino dimethylbenzene. When it is reacted with the chlorobenzoic acid, chlorine is removed as byproduct by reacting it with amino hydrogen, and they together form HCl, that is removed as a byproduct. Ullmann synthesis this is called, and that is your mefenamic acid is synthesized. So flufenamic acid can be synthesized by using copper and potassium carbonate. Chlorobenzoic acid is used, and amino trifluoromethylbenzene reacts with chlorobenzoic acid. One of the proton reacts with HCl, and HCl is removed as a byproduct, and your new product is formed trifluoromethyl aminobenzoic acid, that is flufenamic acid. That is the structure of meclofenamic acid, methyl chlorine phenamic acid. That linkage is called, that linkage is anthranilic acid or amino acid, aminobenzoic acid, and when it combines with phenyl group, that is called phenamic acid, and that is meclofenamic acid. That linkage is called mefenamic acid. Mefenamic acid contain aminobenzoic acid or anthranilic acid attached with a xylene ring. Mechanism of action. Mefenamic acid has demonstrated analgesic, anti-inflammatory, antipyretic properties in human clinical studies and in classical animal test system. These effects may be due to its dual action on prostaglandins because it shows dual action on prostaglandin. First, it inhibits the enzymes of prostaglandin synthesis and also antagonizes the action of prostaglandin at receptor site. So it shows dual action on prostaglandin. First, it acts on receptor synthesis, and second, it inhibits the enzyme of prostaglandin synthesis. These effects may also be responsible for its effectiveness in the treatment of primary dysmenorrhea. Structure-activity relationship, the most important aspect of medicinal chemistry. Substituent on anthranilic acid ring reduces the activity. If you bring any kind of substitution on that ring, that is NH and that carboxyl group attached in a benzene ring, they are called anthranilic acid. Any substitution on that ring reduces the activity. The most active anthranilic acid derivatives where you can put substituent and bring effectiveness on the drug are position 2, 3 and 6 of the ring. That is 2, numbering starts from the adjacent of carboxylic group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, to position 2, 3 and 6 of the ring attached to the anthranilic acid nitrogen plays a major role. Replacing the NH function, that is NH, in phenamic acid produces less active compound. If you replaces that NH group with another functional group, that produce a compound with less activity. Thus, either ketones, if you bring carbonyl group at NH position, the activity will be reduced. Ether, if you bring oxygen at that position, ether will be formed. Carbon, oxygen, carbon. The drug will have reduced activity. Ketones and thioethers are essentially inactive if you replace NH group or amino group of the anthranilic acid with these groups, the activity will be reduced or the compound will become inactive. The carboxylic function is required at the 2 position of biological activity. For adjacent position is required for the biological activity. The carboxylic function is required at the 2 position relevant to amino group is necessary for biological activity. Isomeric 3-carboxy or 4-carboxy derivatives are inactive. 2-carboxy or 3-carboxy groups are inactive if you carboxylic group bring to that position or 3 position. A tetrazole is a compound containing 2 nitrogen. As the name reveals, tetra, it has tetrahedral structure, and tetra means 4 groups are present. One of the group is N, C, N and carbonyl group together forms a tetrazoles. Function can substitute for carboxylic acid. If you want to remove or replace carboxylic acid group, you can replace a tetrazole group instead of carboxylic acid group. It retains anti-inflammatory activity, antipyretic and analgesic activity will be compromised. For example, a tetrazole group or functional group can substitute for carboxylic acid, but with the loss of an analgesic and antipyretic activity, but anti-inflammatory activity will be retained. On the basis of structure-activity relationship for indomethacin and other NSAIDs and anti-inflammatory receptor site consisting of 2 non-coplanar hydrophobic regions and cationic centers, which is recognized by the mefenamic acid drug. Mefenamic acid drug acts on these cationic center or hydrophobic regions and shows its effectiveness against prostaglandin receptor and prostaglandin synthesis. The anti-inflammatory receptor consists of a largely flat area on which mefenamic acid act, a trough to accommodate an out-of-plane group such as an aryl ring present in mefenamic acid acting possibly by charge transfer type of interaction, and a cationic site to accommodate an acidic anion. Uses: Treatment of primary dysmenorrhea, any problem in the menstrual cycle of female can be, or any pain faced by a female during a menstrual cycle can be treated with mefenamic acid. Inflammation and fever, soft tissue and dental pain, you can use mefenamic acid. And the brand name of mefenamic acid in market is available as Ponstone.